Hi, readers. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Katie.
And welcome to Not Another Heroine, the podcast where we break down the best and worst fictional heroines, those swashbuckling ladies who have to work a little harder than expected for their happy ending.
Want to see what's next on our TBR list? Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Instagram for a sneak peek at upcoming content or to help us pick our next book.
It's the pick of the week. I did the eek last time.
No, I like it though.
Okay,
It's
everything's
good.
fine.
It's very upbeat and positive.
Woo woo.
But we're like more upbeat now because I think it's fall.
Spooky season.
It's wonderful.
Oh.
It's overcast and cloudy and cold, and it's wonderful.
It's amazing.
Yep.
I had pumpkin spice pancakes last like 4 days in a row for breakfast.
Oh my God.
Yeah, nutritional content is like 0, but they're delicious.
Now that's what I want for everything.
Trader Joe's.
I was just at Trader Joe's yesterday
Yep.
and I saw the gluten-free pumpkin pie, spice, everything.
The pumpkin spice bagels are actually like bussin'.
What?
Yeah, I would not think so, but they're really good. You like get them a little bit crispy and then you put some cream cheese on top. Girl.
We're a little basic here and that's fine.
Yeah, we are.
Well, it's my pick of the week and we are doing something a little, I guess, in time for Halloween. We both of our picks.
Spooky.
Yeah, very spooky.
Sorry.
So
could not
No,
control myself.
That was fantastic. We should have started spooky pick of the week.
Dang it. Missed opportunity.
It's fine. Well, that's why we have yours next.
That's true.
Anyway.
Sorry.
I am talking about a book called Assistant to the Villain by Nicole Maehrer is how we're going to say her last name because there's a lot of letters in there.
Sure.
a lot of vowels and yeah. So with this pick of the week, I have not finished reading it yet. So if you would like to read with us, this is a good opportunity. So maybe we can follow up in a few weeks as far as what we actually think of this book. I'm about a third of the way through. It's cute. I like it. It's not a can't put it down kind of book.
That's fair.
It's very so you're gonna laugh. This book fully embraces like all of the modernisms that I hate.
Oh no. Oh.
Like in a fantasy setting, but it does it deliberately. It's a very unique setting, writing style. It's like trying to incorporate all of the fairy tale cliches. It's as if like a rom-com writer or a contemporary romance writer set out to take everything that they love from a rom-com and put it into a fairy tale fantasy setting.
It almost feels like Persuasion, the one with what's her name in it?
Oh, yeah.
The girl from
Chip 50 Shades of Grey, that chick. Yeah.
Where she like breaks the fourth wall continually through
that. Yeah. So it's like this book
Interesting.
breaks the fourth wall. But in a bookish kind of way. Yeah. It's just weird. They have things like, oh, how do I even get into this? It's as if the heroine is from like the 1940s.
Can I get a vibe check on the 40s?
Red lipstick, pinned up hair.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
little cute heels. Yeah. It's like that attitude, but in a medieval era.
What?
I know. Like I can't do this justice. Anyway, the book opens up with the heroine. Her name is Evie, and she is just coming back from a job fair.
Medieval job fair.
Exactly. At the local like village thing. I know. So just work with me on this one, readers. It's weird, but be okay with it.
You, between like the Heart and Mercy one and this one, I'm like along for the ride.
It's so odd. Just don't question it. Keep going. Anyway. Ooh, that was a lot.
That was aggressive, but like in a very assertive way.
Okay, thank you. I'm working on it.
Girl power.
Yeah. So speaking of girl power, Evie is taking care of her elderly, sick father and her younger sister. So that's that trope. She's the provider for her family, and they're very poor. She can't keep a job or find a job, not because of her, but really just because of circumstances.
It's medieval times.
It's medieval times. And she successfully got a job at the job fair as like a senior maid in a castle somewhere. But there was another woman in line behind her at the job fair who looked haggard and worn and had kids. And she's like, oh, I feel bad. You can have the job instead. And so she gave the job she just got away. So, yeah. And that's kind of this heroine. She's like a very much a caretaker, looks out for others. So she's kind of trudging along on her way home, trying to think of how she's going to provide for her family. And she's going through the dark and scary woods. And it's like the enchanted forest that's inhabited by like creatures and darkness and whatever. And so there is a looming mysterious figure known as the villain, only as the villain,
Yes.
who has been operating in the territory, terrorizing everybody, like steals children, kills guards. Like very cliche, typical villain, just lots of rumors about him.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's going through the woods, and then I think she winds up getting knocked into a dude. Like she's walking through the woods.
Like physically?
Like she trips, and this dude who's on the ground like grabs her.
It's just like hanging out.
I'm not doing this scene justice, but basically there's like a ruckus, a commotion, and there's these royal guards are chasing down somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, I did not. My brain is not awake yet.
It's just like hanging out on the ground,
just like oh look, a woman.
Okay, makes more sense. Yeah, being chased.
This is gonna be all over the place. Anyway, he's being chased. She gets looped in. He protects her, and then for some reason, like she gets just involved.
That does happen though. Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
it's the plot of every movie ever.
Exactly. So they run away from the guards. He's like a very handsome, swaggering, dark, sassy, but like in a villain kind of way.
Okay.
Turns out it's the villain, and she's like, yeah. And she's like, oh well, you're not as scary as I thought you'd be. And where's your scary gothic castle? And he offers her a job.
He's like, I am so tired all the time. I don't want to schedule my meetings.
Pretty much. That actually happens. He's got interns.
Oh my God, yes.
So it kind of closes out. That's like almost the prologue a little bit. And we jump to 6 months later, and Evie, our heroine, is working as the assistant to the villain. Oh. She's got a desk. He's got an office. She makes some coffee. But they call it cauldron brew.
Sorry. I don't know why that took me out.
It's very cute. Aww. She's walking into the castle every day for her work. There's dead bodies hanging from the ceiling. There's a torture chamber. There's a dragon. Nice. There's a whole staff of people that work for the villain, but she is the dedicated assistant. And so they have this cute boss secretary kind of relationship where they're always bantering back and forth. And yeah, it's adorable. I cannot close out of this book without mentioning Kingsley.
Like Harry Potter Kingsley?
No.
Oh.
He's a frog.
Girl.
And so here.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm showing Katie readers the cover of this book. There's a tiny little frog at the top.
Oh my God.
And if you can see on the cover, he's holding a sign. So this is a magical frog. He is a prisoner of the villain. And the villain hauls him around. He wears a little crown, and that's why his name is Kingsley. He is an enchanted frog, probably a prince or a king.
Oh, okay.
And he can't talk, but he can understand. So he's got a stack of signs, like miniature little signs with one word on each of them, and he holds the little signs up to communicate.
So fucking cute. Oh my God.
So Kingsley the frog lives on the villain's desk with his pile of signs, and he is like a sassy little frog too.
This kind of reminds me of the chameleon from Tangled.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah.
And the cover is beautiful. Like, let's talk about that too, because this is the Barnes & Noble edition.
It's like a Barnes & Noble exclusive. So it's got, I don't know what you call it, but the exterior pages are all red.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's one of those that would look really good on a shelf.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I bought it. I'm like, oh, even if I hate this book, it's cute.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm a third of the way through it. And the point where I stopped is there is a suspicious thing going on in the villain's company, basically, in his castle. There's a spy. It's sabotaging all of his evil villain plans. Where I left off, Evie finds a bomb in the villain's office while the villain is gone.
Oh my God.
And it's a ticking time bomb. There's a little pocket watch hanging off the bomb showing the countdown, because it's a bomb in a medieval setting.
Yeah.
How? I don't know. I don't question this book anymore.
That's fair.
So Kingsley the frog hops out of the office and holds up one little danger sign. And Evie's like, what's in danger? She hears the ticking, sees the bomb, grabs the bomb, and there's no time. There's 3 minutes left on the clock.
Oh my gosh.
She runs out to the castle parapet.
Wow.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, I think so. That came out of left field, not what I was. Okay.
And As she's running towards the end of the parapet to throw the bomb over, she trips. Her heel gets caught in a stone. Her ankle twists, and she can't get up. And now the bomb is sitting on the edge of the castle, about to destroy everything.
Nice.
The villain is nowhere in sight. Uh-oh. Except he is. He comes back.
I thought you were just going to leave us there. I'm like,
no,
damn.
no. So he comes back from his little adventure wherever he was at. And as he's like storming through the castle halls, one of his other employees was like, "Oh my God, sir, there's a bomb." And he's like, "Where's Evie?" And he's like, the chick is like, "Oh, Evie had the bomb and she ran out that way." Villain goes, "Oh shit, I'm attracted to this woman who's my assistant, but I can't say anything." He runs after her, sees her lying on the ground, sees the bomb, throws his body on top of Evie, puts a little magical shield up, and bomb goes off.
Oh shit.
I'll leave it there.
What, girl? Oh my God.
So that's the first third of the book.
That's exciting. I'm like a little bit sweaty. That was a lot.
My breathing is faster. My heart rate is increased. Yeah. Assistant to the villain. So I have a few similar books.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book called The Hating Game by Sally Thorn.
Oh, I started reading this one and then I got distracted with another book, but it's cute.
It's the same kind of vibe, the same writing style, the same banter back and forth between the two. Like, that's an enemies to lovers. Mm-hmm. This is almost certainly kind of like a friends/enemies to lovers thing. Mm-hmm. Same vibe. Mm-hmm. And then I will also say that...
if you've never heard of The Hating Game, it's like two rival publishers, right? Or like book editors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they like are competing for one job or something to that effect.
They're competing for like a senior editor position. It's very cute. Like, it's fluff. Yeah. It's contemporary romance, but it's very cute. And there's like a made-for-TV Netflix movie or something.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh. Girl, I had no idea.
Yeah. So that one. And then another contemporary romance, because this book reads like a contemporary romance.
Even though it's medieval, that's fascinating. That's actually like a hard lift, I would. Yeah. That's like impressive.
And that's why I'm kind of like sticking with it. But Love Theoretically.
Oh, I love that
Ellie
book.
Hazelwood. Yeah. And then finally, Belladonna, mostly because Belladonna is a very good entry fantasy YA book. And I feel like this is kind of the same.
I could see that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Because I also feel like Belladonna has not medieval vibes because it's almost like a Regency or like pre-Regency setting. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it is something that a lot of books have a similar vibe to, where it's like a little bit spooky, but like in a cute way.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah.
Like there are cute books. There are like emotional, angsty books. This lives firmly in the cute realm. Same thing as Belladonna.
Yeah. There's sometimes that you just like, when it's like cold outside and you just want a cute book, like you don't want to cry in addition to like seasonal depression. So like, you know what I mean?
So true though. There's a time and place for everything.
That's fair. Yeah. So from Jordan's shelf to yours.
We'll see you on the next page.